Man, look at that bedhead. Like, I just don't get to have good hair days, which is face. With that towards back. Hey! So, it's been a year since I came out. And obviously, since I'm gay, and if I said this in the last video, I have to make a, this is how my life has been since I last came out. So my life has been since I came out. There's been a lot of major differences. There's been a lot of things that are the same. And for the most part, I think it's all pretty good. So, well, let's go through that list, because I don't fucking know what else to do. So to start, I watched my old video, my coming out video. I watched it last night at 12:30, and then use what I saw in myself to figure out what are the core main differences. You don't give a shit about all that. We are going to summarize basically everything that has happened. I can call myself gay now, and I'm like, I don't really give a shit. So before I couldn't call myself gay at all. It was not possible. I could be like, well, I'm kind of gay, sort of gay, not really straight. Like, I couldn't like just be like, yeah, I'm gay. Like, that's just kind of what it is. I was not able to do that before. Now I can do that really easily. Really easily. I have rainbows now. Told myself I wouldn't give into the whole rainbow movement, like all that, but I did. I gave into that. I don't have a checklist for what my best friend is going to be. Like, if someone is like the polar opposite of like whatever I want, then that causes me to be more open-minded about shit, and then like actually take their views into consideration, since that's going to be a person that I like care about and I don't want to like belittle them in any way. So that helps me progress as a person. That helps me develop as a person. I don't feel guilty about girls and what my sexuality is. I don't know why, but like when I was watching my video, I realized that I had a lot of resentment towards myself, and I felt guilty about what my sexuality was, and I felt guilty about the fact that I didn't know who I was, and I was going out with girls. I didn't know how to express how I discovered what my sexuality was. When I was with my boyfriend at the time, we ended up having a conversation, and that conversation was me asking him how he doesn't know that, like, how does he know that he's gay? And he didn't think that he was bi, because he was just another masculine guy, and I was super confused about like, how does he know? It was so confusing to me. And I was still discovering myself at that time, when I was like out to myself that I was gay, and I like told everybody else that I was bi, except for like 4 people. And what he ended up saying was something that resonated really strongly within me, and that was that at the end of his life, he does not see himself being with a girl. There is not a chance in the world that he is going to be with a girl. He's either going to be with a guy, or he is not going to be with anyone. And when he said that, and I realized that's exactly what's been going through my mind, that's when I realized I'm just gay. I don't almost cry when I tell the story about how my mom found out I was gay, or bisexual at the time. I don't almost cry when I think about how my mom ended up. I don't almost cry. I don't almost cry when I think about the coming out story that I had for my mom. When I was watching my coming out video, I ended up seeing myself, like when I went to tell the story about my mom and like how she found out, I like did this inhale thing, and I could tell that I was like right on the verge of crying. I've seen Brokeback Mountain now. The movie was a movie, and every single thing that I had heard about the movie was in North Carolina, so they got a lot of terms wrong, and they were very subjective about the film. I care about my hair more. I think that's like one of the things that's on the gay agenda or some shit. But yeah, no. It's alongside rainbows, good looking hair. You have to do both. But there's a few things that haven't changed. Most of the things that have changed are just small expressive things, but the major things that haven't changed are my attitude towards words that are supposed to be offensive to me. I still don't care when anybody insults me, really. Like, if they insult me and they're like trying to offend me, then they're trying to offend me and they don't belong in my life. I don't understand like why any of them are offensive unless someone's trying to be offensive. And at that point, they're just trying to be offensive and they're an asshole, so anything that they say doesn't really matter anyways, because they're not there with your intentions in mind. So I still like guys. Duh, that's the definition of gay. Still pretty open about how I feel. I think that the phrase is, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Basically, I'm just super overexpressive about everything, and that hasn't changed, except now I'm more open about like who I'm attracted to and stuff like that. Who I am fundamentally has not changed. I feel like social identifiers are just a way for people to put things into boxes and like that whole fucking PC spiel, but I haven't really used gay as one of my identifiers, other than the fact that I can now put a rainbow on and I could just like not give a shit and I could wear anything I want, and no one just, the only thing that's changed is it's just broadened how much I can express myself. None of my friendships have changed. I can't think of really anything that has changed other than people were like shocked and surprised. The one thing I remember hearing all the time, and the one thing I even asked a couple people who came out to me was, does that mean I have to change the way I talk, or does that mean I have to change the way I act around you? My answer is always no, you don't need to change that, because the reason we were friends in the first place was because you were the way you were and you acted the way you were. And my relationship with my parents hasn't changed. If anything, it was a good shift, because now I can like go out and I can hang out with my parents, and now they always crack jokes at me for like literally everything. If anything, it made me a stronger person, because my parents were able to sit there and joke about these kind of things with me. So those are like the main differences. I need my coffee. So those are the main differences that I've noticed in my everything life in the past year. These ones are specific to my sexuality. Jorge also wanted me to do a video that it showed the Jade character and expressed it to its fullest, and he wanted a teaser and a trailer. So I guess that means I need an intro now and an outro again, and I need a trailer. So you have that to look forward to, I guess. Other than that, hope you have a great day. You should follow me on social media and shit, because I think I'm hilarious. I don't know if you think I'm hilarious, but I'm pretty fucking hilarious. So have a good day.